Hello! Welcome back. It's been a minute. Just like a quick little life update before we start this. I will timestamp the actual tutorial if that's what you care about, if that's why you're here. I'm going to put that right here so then you can just start, but I'm going to kind of like ramble on for a hot minute. I have not filmed for quite some time. Had some struggles filming this video too. This is actually the second time I filmed it, so hopefully it turns out better. But I was on vacation. I had like a conference in New Orleans, and then right after that I went on vacation with my family, came back. Literally the day I came back from 2 weeks of being gone, school started, and it's just been like a whirlwind. And now it's like week 6 of school, so it's embarrassing how long it's been since I've sat down and filmed. But October, I want it to be like my month of filming, really, because I'm obsessed with like warm tones and fall and being basic and pumpkin spice. I have a couple or like a lot of tutorials planned. I'm going to try to get a ton of filming done this weekend so I can edit throughout the week and have tons of stuff for you guys to see. If you are not following me on Instagram, I do post pictures of like makeup, details, that sort of thing. It's also going to be in the information box, so just check that out. I'm going to put it right here. And what else was I gonna say? Oh, I am dedicating this video to my puppy. Our Bella passed away, I wanna say a month ago. And I was home, like right after I got back from all that traveling. I went home for just like a day, hung out with my family, hung out with my dog, and I gotta give her like all the cuddles and stuff. And I mean, it's like we kind of expected it, like she was really old. It was like kind of her time, and I gotta give her like all the cuddles when I was home last time. And every time I visited, I've just given her like extra attention because I know like she didn't have a lot of time, so we were kind of all expecting it and it was okay. But yeah, it's been hard. And then my little sister, oh my god, I don't know if she watches these, but my little sister called into McDonald's and she was like, because she works there, and she goes, yeah, I had a death in the family and I can't come to work for a week or something like that. I'm like, that's a lot. Like, you kind of are doing the most. But this is my Bella. I got her framed in this cute little white frame, and I also sent one to my sister too, so we both have like a little keepsake of her. I miss her, but this video is dedicated to my dog, and I hope you enjoy. I am playing around with the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm really obsessed with it. I like my eyes to look like a leaf during October, and if you like your eyes to look like a leaf during October, keep on watching. I'm gonna get into the tutorial, okay? I'm using the Becca Backlight Primer, and I'm almost out of this, guy, so I do just take the lid off and then just like get that out like this. But I just moved into this house, I want to say in May? Yeah, May. And I swear to God that this place is haunted. My roommate has 3 cats, and they're always downstairs like violently mauling each other. So that just like makes it sound like there's someone running around the first floor of our house. I'm gonna do my eyebrows real quick off camera. I do have a brow tutorial if you want to see it, and then we will come back with the eyeshadow. I'm going to quickly just set a base for my eyes. I always do this just because I want to make sure that the eyeshadows I put down are as vibrant and pigmented as they possibly can be, and I don't want creasing. Usually what I've been really liking doing is just taking my beauty blender and gently just pressing that in. To set that, I really love this little duo. Like, I really love it. It's from Wet n Wild. So I love this white powder for it being a literal $2 drugstore powder. It is pretty darn finely milled. But this came in the mail the other day. I mean, this palette is just so incredibly versatile. Like, I have like blues I can use. I have like deep warm tones. I have oranges. I have tan. I'm going in with that mustard color, and I am just taking it on a Morphe M513 brush, which I really love. This is probably one of my new favorite blending brushes, and I'm not too scared to bring this up very high because I want this yellow color to peek through all of the other colors I'm laying down. And I kind of tilt my head back like this so I can see exactly where my crease is, so I can get into where the crease is, and then I also swoop it out as if you were doing a wing liner but doing it in your crease. So where the eyebrow ends is where the swoop ends. So I just go in the crease, windshield wiper motions, and then I swoop it out just gently. And then something else I've been doing with my eyeshadow is little tiny circle motions where the brow bone area is to blend it up. Okay. Going in with my e.l.f. kind of like little smudgy brush. I'm going into the color Hunt. So what I do is I take my brush and I just kind of dab it and stay. It's like I'm going in circular motions, but I never lift up my brush, like little taps. And I just continuously work that up and diffuse it out. Sorry about allergies. And notice when I bring that up into the crease, I don't bring it up very high. So I want that yellow to peek through. And then I'm gonna go back with that same blending brush from before, and I am just going to make sure everything is nice and blended. I'm going to take a little more of that red and really focus it on the very outer corner. I'm kind of doing like a cat eye eyeshadow today. So when I pack that on, I want to make like a triangle, like zoop. And I just get into that crease and I kind of just wiggle it around. Looking a little crazy at the moment, but don't worry, everything's going to be like cleaned up later. My objective was for my eyeballs to look like a leaf. And also, a little fun fact about me, I'm obsessed with the color mustard. So the fact that there's like a mustard color in this palette, and I mean, our eyeballs look like leaves, like raise your cups with your coffee to mustard. Like I said, I did this look the other day, and because I'm refilming it, like I talked about some stuff that I like wanted to keep talking about, but it just feels like nothing feels fresh. Like to go through and spend like when I film, it's a good 2+ hours, but then just to talk about everything that you were talking about and then to come back and like repeat all of it, it just sounds very rehearsed and just like word vomit. The one thing that is like missing from this palette that I want to do for this look is this color right here. It's from this palette is phenomenal. It's a Laura Lee Violet Boss palette. I'm going in with the shade Fleeky. It's like that true gold. It's got some punch. Like it looks like a bar of gold. What I want to do before I put that shimmer on is take a darker color and just run it real quick along, smudge on the lash lines. This is just an e.l.f. brush. I'm just going into like a dark brown, and I'm just going to smudge really, really close to the lash line. Also, just going to gently go on the lower lash line with that too. I don't bring it all the way across the eye though. I just stick to like the outer side, like until I meet my pupil, and then I keep going up, and I kind of outline gently, so it's not too harsh, the edge of that like cat eye. And again, with my normal blending brush, I'm just going to soften that out. This is my biggest, like hands down, if I could give you one tip out of this whole tutorial, this is 100% it. It's just taking a matte white after you've had those colors blended in and just going along the brow bone. If you are someone who doesn't have a lot of lid space, or if you just tend to keep just like blending colors, this is like your saving grace because it just kind of makes everything look more like a gradient. It cuts the brow, makes everything stand out. It's kind of like after every step I take like a good old blending brush, I go back in and I just make sure everything is blended. And I use a different, just like another plain blending brush, because that other one has a lot of product on it. I would definitely say like another really big tip I can give you for eyeshadow is maybe having 2 or 3 just plain blending brushes. They don't have to be expensive, and that way you have a brush to just go back and just make sure everything is nice and blended. This is just like a Wet n Wild brush. There we go. This is actually like a little Forever 21 brush, but I've had it for so long and it's just really good with packing on eyeshadow. I'm taking the color Fleeky from the Laura Violet Boss palette, which is just this true gold. I just love this color so much. With refilming this, I mean, it just the time got away from me yesterday, and half of this tutorial, like I would say the most important parts with all of the details on the eyes, was just so dark, and I thought to myself, like, we can't post that because no one's gonna be able to even like see what I'm doing. But I've been looking at kind of bad situations like that, like having to take another 2 or 3 hours out of my day to day to film. Like, I do really enjoy filming, but when you put in that much time into something and then have to totally redo it, it gets frustrating. But like, you know, like I get to try a different color on my lid, like I get to experiment and come back better and stronger, and you just have to like look at setbacks as opportunities, I guess. Okay, that color though. I look like a leaf! I love it! I had gluten yesterday, and I'm really disappointed in myself. My friend was eating pizza, and I just looked at her, and I had like a few drinks at this point, and I took a bite of her pizza, and she was like, Fiona, you shouldn't do that, you can't eat gluten, and I was like, ah. I'm not feeling too great today. Okay, these makeup wipes I've really been loving. They're from Target, and they are the Cucumber Exfoliating Wet Cleansing Towelettes. And they have little beads on them, which I think is amazing for just like taking off your makeup and like exfoliating. And also I saw Nikki Tutorials do this on a video, and I thought it was genius. And then you just kind of cut, you hold it taut, and you see how that just makes that line really clean. I gotta finish this because I have homework to do before I have to go to work too, which is great because I'm gonna be there until like 2 in the morning. I think I'm gonna take this like silvery, pinky, shimmery shade, and I'm just gonna pack that on. I'm gonna spray my brush. Lately, what I've been loving with shimmers is just to take a little bit of it and just pack it right on the middle of the lid, so that way it makes the eye look very three-dimensional. Like, that just makes a massive difference, just like that one little detail. I'm gonna go into one of these like white shimmers at the top, and I'm just gonna hit the brow bone with it. Okay. The question is, do I attempt to do my winged liner on camera? Because I'm really bad at it. Basically, it's just like the little Sonia Kashuk brush. It is a number 27. Pretty distinct. If you look for just like a small little definer brush at Target, you'll find this. And I'm taking my like Maybelline Pot eyeliner. No, do you see, just smudged it. Not the best wing I've ever done. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial. I do a video about the eyeshadow on the lid. I hope you like it very much. Please give the video a thumb up if you like this. If you want to keep watching, if you don't mind, I'm going to stop filming and go ahead and eat my chicken salad. I'm having it for breakfast, even though it is 3 p.m. In my country, we eat breakfast much later because we sleep till noon. Yes, it is just, yes, that is how I work. When you're trying to eat but not get the spinach on your lipstick. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Leave a cute comment. Tell me your favorite fall eyeshadow below. Eyeshadow palette. Because I want to know. And I want to try stuff out. Bye!